Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. The Pittsburgh Penguins versus Florida Panthers. A matchup that promises to deliver a thrilling display of elite defense and goaltending. Oh wait, scratch that. We're talking about two teams that are basically allergic to stopping the puck. The Penguins, sporting a staggering 17-17-5 record, will be packing their bags and hitting the road to take on the Florida Panthers, who, with a slightly better 23-13-2 record, seem to have remembered that hockey is, in fact, a sport that involves scoring goals. And don't forget, these two teams already squared off earlier this season, and somehow, against all odds, Pittsburgh walked away with a win. But don't get too comfortable, Pens fans, because this game looks like it could be a different story. Let's start with the Penguins, shall we? The team that definitely knows how to make games interesting, especially when it comes to losing. Their last matchup saw them enter as plus 105 underdogs, and naturally, they proved themselves by losing 4-2 to the Detroit Red Wings. But hey, there's always a silver lining. Drew O'Connor decided to channel his inner goal-scoring machine and net both of Pittsburgh's goals. A true hero. Meanwhile, Alex Nedeljkovic managed to stop 21 of the 24 shots he faced, only 3 of which went past him, because hey, why bother saving all of them? Now, let's talk about Pittsburgh's offense, which, in a word, is consistent, but not in the way you'd like. They've been averaging 3 or fewer goals in 7 of their last 10 games. So if you're looking for an offensive juggernaut, you've come to the wrong place. Ranking 17th in goals per game and 13th in shots per game, the Penguins are giving just enough to make you think they might score, but not enough to make you believe in the concept of winning games. Sidney Crosby, the legendary captain, leads the charge with 41 points, followed by Evgeny Malkin and Rickard Rakell, each with 31 points. So basically, if Crosby doesn't score, the Pens are in trouble. But wait, what about the defense, you ask? Oh, well, Pittsburgh has somehow managed to hit rock bottom in goals against per game, coming in at dead last. What a feat. They're also 29th in shots against, making it extra fun for goaltenders like Tristan Jarry and Nedeljkovic, whose combined save percentages look like something out of a horror show. Jarry is sporting a 3.58 GAA and .883 SV%, while Nedeljkovic is right there with him at 3.18 GAA and a .889 SV%. The Penguins' defense isn't just bad, it's almost an art form at this point. But fear not, Penguins fans, because here come the Florida Panthers. With their offensive firepower, they're practically guaranteed to score, right? Well, that's the plan. The Panthers have been putting up 4 or more goals in 4 of their last 7 games, and they rank 6th in goals per game and 4th in shots per game. Sam Reinhart is having himself quite a season, leading the team with 45 points. They're absolutely on fire offensively, and they're coming for Pittsburgh's goalies with the subtlety of a freight train. Defensively, Florida's been okay. Sure, they rank 19th in goals against per game, but who needs a top defense when you've got an offense like theirs, right? Goaltending has been a bit of a weak spot, though. Sergei Bobrovsky has a 2.81 GAA and .897 SV%, while Spencer Knight isn't much better with a 2.87 GAA and .887 SV%. But considering Pittsburgh's ability to get pucks past its own goalies, Bobrovsky and Knight are likely feeling like they're in for a light night of work. So, what's the takeaway here? Florida has all the tools to destroy Pittsburgh's defense, which is basically a free pass to Goal City. The Panthers should have no problem racking up goals, and Pittsburgh's defense is the perfect punching bag. When you combine Florida's offensive strength with Pittsburgh's defensive struggles, the Panthers will likely win by 2 or more goals. But of course, we can't overlook the fun part, goals. Since Pittsburgh's defense is essentially a revolving door, and Florida is more than happy to shoot at will, the over on total goals is practically a lock. Expect Florida to cruise to victory, scoring plenty along the way, and take the over on 6 goals. Because if there's one thing Pittsburgh excels at, it's allowing goals to pile up like it's a new hobby. In short, Florida wins by at least 2. And the over hits because Pittsburgh's defense is so good at letting the other team score. Sam Reinhart, anytime scorer. Sam Reinhart to score anytime? What a bold prediction. I mean, it's not like he's been absolutely lighting it up this season, leading Florida with 45 points or anything. And with Pittsburgh's defense being so spectacularly bad, it's almost guaranteed that Reinhart will have plenty of chances to score. After all, the Penguins' defense is basically a come-on-in, the water's fine invitation for anyone with a stick. You can practically hear Reinhart already mentally preparing for his goal, because, honestly, Pittsburgh's defense couldn't stop a pop-up ad, let alone a skilled forward like him. So yeah, expect Reinhard to score because he'll have a whole buffet of opportunities to add to that tally. It's practically guaranteed. Florida Panthers over 3.5 goals. Florida Panthers over 3.5 goals? Well, sure, why not? Pittsburgh's defense is ranked last in goals against per game because, clearly, stopping pucks is overrated. With the way the Penguins let anything and everything past them, it's not even a question of if Florida will score 4 or more goals, but rather, how many they'll score. The Panthers have been scoring at will, and Pittsburgh's defense is basically a free pass to Goal City. Florida could probably score 4 goals while sipping a cold drink and having a casual chat about what they'll order for dinner. Expect this one to hit without even breaking a sweat, because Pittsburgh's defense couldn't stop a train if it was on the tracks with its wheels locked. Tristan Jarry to allow over 3.5 goals. Tristan Jarry allowing over 3.5 goals? Oh, you bet. With a 3.58 GAA and a .883 SV%, Jarry's been busy proving that goaltending is an art but not the kind that helps you win games. Florida's offense is on fire, averaging goals like they're handing out free samples, and Jarry's been practically inviting them in. With his tendency to let more goals slip through than a sieve, you can practically mark this one down in the win column for the Panthers. Considering Florida's firepower, it's not even a matter of if Jarry lets up for goals. It's more like, how quickly can Florida get to 4? If Jarry manages to stop even half of Florida's shots, we'll consider it a small miracle. Get ready for another high-scoring night, where Jarry's name is definitely going to be associated with some unpleasant statistics. Pittsburgh Penguins under 3.5 goals. Pittsburgh Penguins scoring more than 3.5 goals? Now that's a bold prediction, and by bold, I mean highly unlikely. The Penguins have been in a scoring slump that could rival a drought, managing 3 or fewer goals in 7 of their last 10 games. It's like they've forgotten what it feels like to put the puck in the net unless Sidney Crosby is the one doing all the heavy lifting. Even with him leading the charge, Pittsburgh's offensive explosions tend to fizzle out before they get anywhere near 4 goals. And let's not forget about Florida's decent defense, which may not be top tier, but it's certainly more than enough to handle a Penguins team that can't even score consistently against a sieve-like defense. With Pittsburgh's recent form and Florida's ability to keep things relatively under control, hitting the 3.5 goal mark feels about as likely as the Penguins suddenly deciding to stop letting goals in at the other end. So, yeah, don't count on it. These picks highlight the expected outcome based on both teams' strengths and weaknesses, so don't expect a low-scoring, tight game. This one should be a high-scoring affair with Florida coming out on top. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because, let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So, hit that link, and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.